How you doing today, folks? So what I have on the table here is just some eye candy. I more want to have a conversation with you guys. So I saw the other day somebody had passed away. It was a homeless person. I've actually known the guy for a fair amount of time. He's not a friend by any means, but I've seen him around. He passed away, be it of COVID-19 or something else. I really have no idea. But so he passed away, and a bunch of people were carrying him into the streets, which is strange, right? And then these are also homeless people that are carrying them into the streets, and what their logic behind it is, I have no idea. But I watched it, drove by, I was kind of like, okay, that's random, and then I went about my day. About an hour and a half later, I drove back that same way to go home. This homeless man was laying in the streets, clad in a really kind of dirty beige looking sheet, and there's probably 100 cars that had run over this man. Can literally see his rib cage popping out. Pieces of his body are just completely, just flat. Not one person thought to either A, go around this man or to B, maybe drag him out of the streets. I don't know if somebody called the cops and maybe they were going to take him away. I don't know. I just know a decent amount of time had passed by, and this human being, this person, was just basically being liquefied by vehicles. Now, that's an interesting sight, right? It's interesting for a couple of main factors. Being first off is that again, that's still a person. Whether that they're deceased or not, whether if they're homeless or not, that's a person. And I would hope if I passed away, somebody would show more respect than that. I would hope if I was around any of you, and God forbid any of you passed away, I would show more respect than that. I think people in general should show more respect than that. That was absolutely crazy to me. I actually drove by there about, I don't know, man, maybe 5 or 6 hours after the fact, and he was still there. And I got out of my car and I drug him to the side of the road and I called the cops and told them what I had found. And I waited about 45 minutes with them, and they never came. And then I called again, and they never came. And then I just started blowing them up. And eventually a van came, and they literally scraped what was left of them off of the concrete, and then they took them away. But what's happened with our society that something like this is not a priority? Let's think about this in a couple different fashions, right? First off, let's say a kid sees that. You just walk by and you are greeted with death in an extremely grisly way. And mind you, I'm in California right now, and the weather is going from raining to getting really hot randomly. So this man's skin is starting to bubble up, starting to turn colors. It's not a particularly pleasant scent. When someone dies, they always shit on themselves, so you can smell that rotting in the sun. It's a very bad situation. And again, just imagine a kid seeing that for the first time, that being his first interaction with death. Let's just say his grandma's sick. Oh, is grandma going to be okay? She's going to go to heaven, honey. And then you see this rotting man on the streets. And you see people running him over and over and over again, and nobody cares. Because what's going on right now, everybody is so fixated with themselves that they can't be bothered to care about anything. It's crazy to me. It's just absolutely crazy. And mind you, I know we're all in lockdown, but where I'm at, nobody's really adhering to that. People are still going about their daily lives. I mean, people have lost their jobs, sure, but not that many out here. And yeah, people just keep on going. And it's fucking horrible. So this is my sincere plea to you guys. If you guys see something, do something. I don't know if you can hear the sirens going on right now, but something else is going on. There's been a rash of break-ins lately. A bunch of people have died, not from COVID, but people are just getting shot up everywhere. It's going absolutely nuts. So what I implore to you guys, if you're watching this content, if you're a member of this channel, if you're just somebody who just happens to see this video, just stop. Just be better. If you see something, do something. I understand you're scared. I understand there's all this craziness going on, and it's ugly, but it's never going to stop if we don't stop. And the fact of the matter is, at some point in time, this whole thing is going to go away. And what are we going to have left if this is what we turn into? It's just, it's ugly. It's really, really ugly. Um, Again, I've had people break into my house recently. I've had to fight one of them off. One of them got really, really badly hurt. I don't know his current condition, but like, I just wish everyone would take a deep breath and just try to realize and understand that, eventually it's going to be okay. And to stop panicking and to stop freaking out and to just, just love one another. This life is crazy enough without all of the nonsense, without all of the drama, without all of this, again, craziness. So, again, I just implore everybody to be kind to one another, to love one another, to accept one another, and to help. Just, if you can do anything, help. There was an old man probably 3 or 4 days ago that his car broke down, and he's trying to push it. And mind you, this guy's like 70 years old. And I got out. I was driving one of the trucks for my job, and I got out and I pushed him, and it was actually pretty far away. He could not afford to get a tow truck, and he needed help. And he was trying to get pushed to a dealership, and the dealership was like a half a mile away. So I pushed the old man, and I took him all the way over there, and I was exhausted by it. But this is something that it shouldn't be praised. This should just will be what we do. We're all humans here. We have to look out for each other, and if we don't, man, chaos will ensue. That old man did two things when we got to the dealership. He offered me $200, which I did not take, and he cried. And when that little kindness means so much that someone's willing to pay you a decent sum of money and break down into tears, that's not good. We should be kind to one another just in general, help one another out just in general. Because eventually we're going to need help. And if we don't be the difference we want to see in others, then no one's going to help us. At the very at the very least, man, we need to again just try to lead by example. Because if we help them and they help us and we all help each other, everything just goes smoother and everything just stays beautiful. So, with all that being said, folks, please be safe. Please take care of one another. Please love one another. At the very least, please don't hate anybody and just look past it all and just try to be better. I'm actually pretty sad if you can't hear it in my voice. Just thinking about all the things that's gone on and I've seen recently, I'm actually pretty sad. So sorry for the dark video, folks, but I love you all and take care. Bye.